What do you do after the drama of last Thursday and Friday in Korea? How does the administration reset in Asia policy?
Well, it's going to be interesting because just this week on Thursday and Friday, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, along with Trade Rep Bob Lighthizer, are scheduled to take off for Beijing for a series of meetings. It's been interesting to follow the reports out of Beijing about how China plans to woo the trade representatives as well as Treasury Mnuchin. Look, there's no question that even with the developments coming off of the Korean Peninsula, that this administration wants to work with China on the upcoming meeting between North Korea dictator Kim Jong-un as well as President Trump.
Does China want to work with us?
Well, I think, Tom, on the issue of North Korea, they want to, but whether or not on the issue of trade, I think that that's a different question. And I think that especially when you start talking about things like intellectual property, as well as opening up business development and, yes, agriculture, there has been very tense back and forth negotiations between China and the U.S. What we don't know is whether or not the ultimate policies that are enacted as a part of this administration will match President Trump's rhetoric.
Kevin, good morning.
Good morning.
The two Koreas, actually, if we don't see any advancement in the two Koreas, and if we don't see the kind of agreement to come closer together and denuclearize, could it be blamed on the U.S. and on the Trump administration?
Well, I think that right now the general feeling here in Washington is that that last week was a big development with regards to North Korea and South Korea in terms of their talks, and that I also think that it was greeted with great skepticism about what exactly Kim Jong-un ultimately wants. Is it just more cash?
Yeah.
On the flip side of that, I do think that the president has received bipartisan praise, but it was greeted with great skepticism about whether or not to trust Kim Jong-un.